Days of Our Lives prognostications. Johnny had EJ at gunpoint and Amp. Bo gets a phenomenon. Days of Our Lives Monday, April 28th update. Shawn's fateful phone call. Johnny's exigency remedy. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives prognostications include Johnny DiMera holding EJ DiMera at gunpoint and Bo Brady's life being saved. I've also got prognostications for Jada Hunter and Shawn Brady, for Rachel Black, Chanel Dupree and Johnny, and also for Bo and Shawn Brady. Days of Our Lives spoilers. EJ's memory returns, Johnny's dark secret revealed. So our veritably first vaticination is EJ remembers Johnny holding him at gunpoint. Wednesday spoilers say EJ's home from the sanitarium. And Susan Banks is there. Johnny's there too. He tells his pater he's dead to him. Also, Susan tells EJ that there's commodity dark that Johnny is hiding. So EJ's recollections have been slow to return. But his mama, Susan Banks, is on the job. She's doing her psychic thing. She's formerly laid hands on a mean Gabby. Now, EJ's mama knows that Gabby was at the manse that night. This week, EJ is released from the sanitarium. When Susan takes him home to the manse, they run into Johnny. And EJ's been trying to reach his son. Now, we all know that Johnny took Roman Brady's gun. But so far we've only seen flashbacks of him taking it, not holding it, not lurking at the house, nothing like that. Nothing like Gabby's seeing. This week we're going to see a new flashback scene with Johnny holding the gun in his hand. He takes end at EJ. But our vaticination is that EJ is going to be the one to flashback this. Susan gets an suggestion that her grandson is hiding commodity. She tells EJ DiMera and that may be what triggers her son's memory. Still, I really missed out that Johnny was the bone who shot his pater, but it looks bad. Jada and Shawn's comfort. Will devastating news lead to romance? Our alternate vaticination, Jada is back in bed with Shawn. They've both had ruinous life events be. So on Monday spoilers say that Jada is there for Shawn after he gets bad news about his pater Bo Brady. So Jada has just told Rafe Hernandez they can't get once all this messiness. She called it quits on them. Jada's agonized. She loves Rafe, but he just didn't ever give Jada the benefit of the mistrustfulness. And also he slept with Sammy Brady and he assumed she was skanking around that it's just too important for right now. Perhaps ultimately they'll reunite, but not right now. So coming week we've Shawn and Jada hanging out together. Looks like she has moved back into her room above the cantina. They're eating Chinese and drooling and Shawn gets a phone call. I'm assuming from his mama Hope Brady. Also, Shawn he tells Jada the awful news that his pater is dying. And of course Jada's worried about her bifurcation and angry that it came to that. Shawn is drowning in guilt and anguish. So these two may take comfort in each other privately, and I've heard from our leaker that Shawn and Jada are going to be together as a couple at least through the fall. So this may be coming week the onset point to them having an factual relationship and not just that one night stage. Days of Our Lives shocking twist. Did Rachel shoot EJ? New substantiation and spoilers. Alright, our third vaticination is Rachel shot EJ. So on Friday, Rita gets a new assignment from her master EJ. It may be commodity to do with his firing. So EJ may be calling on Rita, the devoted to henchwoman / particular adjunct, for a little help now that he's out of the sanitarium and mending, and he's floundering with foggy recollections, and he also has said he's a changed man. Now Susan told EJ that she knows Gabby was at the house, but EJ isn't having firm recollections of Gabby because I'm not indeed sure she came into the house that night, and he seems to legitimately not know where Rachel Blake is. I do suppose he stockpiled Kristen DiMera's mama nearly safe. But that may just be clouded up in the events skirting the firing. So EJ may have Rita try and find where he transferred Rachel Blake since he seems to not know. Days of Our Lives blunder. Johnny did not shoot EJ. Our leaker said that Johnny held the gun on EJ, didn't shoot him, put it down, walked out, and that little Rachel Black picked it up and shot her uncle. Kristen's gun isn't a ballistics match, but Roman's gun that Johnny took may be. So Rachel may have shot him and stockpiled the gun nearly. That gun may be in the house because we haven't seen Johnny with the gun after the night of the firing. So he may know that he left it at the manse and it's a question mark. So the stars are aligning and the leak might be accurate that Rachel is the bone that shot EJ. Originally, I heard it was an accident, but perhaps not. Because that child's wrong and little Rachel likes to hear in on the grown-ups. And if she thinks as her mama Kristen does that EJ did commodity bad to her grandma Rachel Blake, well that may explain why the sprat picked up the gun and fired it. Chanel and Johnny's future in jeopardy, relinquishment troubles and relationship drama on Days of Our Lives. Our fourth vaticination, Chanel and Johnny resolve at least for now. So in the promo, Johnny tells Chanel he's not sure if he can go through with the relinquishment. She's devastated and Sophia and Tate are at the door while Chanel's in gashes. On Monday, Marina has advice for Johnny presumably about his daddy Dubaites, and in the promo Johnny tells EJ he's dead to him. Also in the promo, Tate is at Johnny's room at the Salem Inn and punches him in the face. So Johnny's really floundering right now, held a gun on his pater. He hovered to kill EJ and also said he's dead to him, but presumably didn't shoot him. It's a tough week. Johnny walks out of EJ's life this week, but the question is, does he walk out on Chanel as well? Or does she toss Johnny out because he breaks her heart by refusing the relinquishment and isn't letting their marriage move forward like he promised? So Tate finds Johnny at the Salem Inn, which means he's not staying at Paulina Price's. I can't imagine Johnny would be at the Salem Inn or in any hostel room unless for some reason he can't be with his woman. Poor Johnny has had a rough road and it sounds like he's got further tough times ahead, but hopefully, his disgruntlement from Chanel won't last long. Bo Brady's fate. Will Shawn's redemption save his father's life? Our fifth and final vaticination, Bo Brady's life is saved and Shawn redeems himself. So on Monday of course Shawn gets the call and learns that his pater is dying. That's the same day Kayla Brady tells Marlena and Steve Johnson that Bo's dying. And also Kayla, on Wednesday, begs Dr. for Russell to let her use his experimental medicine he's developing to save her family's life. Kayla says it's Bo's only shot, but the Croker can't do it. It's not available yet. It'll presumably squinch up his FDA trials, all that kind of stuff. On Thursday, Shawn sits down with Steve at the Brady pub. Shawn says the Croker won't yield and there's only one thing to do. So Shawn asks Steve to help him steal the serum to save his pater's life. This is going to be huge for Shawn. He's been eaten up with guilt since he shot Bo. It was bad enough that Shawn knew he put Bo into the coma, although the family's not condemning him. Shawn shot him. You flashback because Bo was holding a gun on Hope, but Bo came back to himself at the last nanosecond, called her fancy face, but Shawn had formerly fired. So if Bo should die, Shawn will of course condemn himself for that, and so he needs to get the drug after Kayla tried legal channels. I'm guessing Steve's on board and Patch and Shawn are going to steal it and save Bo's life, and this can be Shawn's big redemption story, but we all know Bo survives. He and Hope are back in May, so yay. Days of Our Lives Monday, April 28th update. Shawn's fateful phone call, Johnny's exigency remedy. Days of Our Lives spoilers update for Monday, April 28th, reveals that Johnny DiMera will need an exigency remedy session while Sophia Choi accepts Tate Black's stunning offer. Let's bandy all the Days of Our Lives action that's coming up on Monday's show. At Shawn Brady's place, he'll have an emotional response to Hope Brady's rearmost news. Hope called to offer some updates on Bo Brady, so Shawn will fill Jada Hunter in after he hangs up. Jada will find out Bo is dying, so she'll give Shawn some support as he frets over losing his pater formerly more. Shawn will still have a lot of guilt over putting Bo in this coma in the first place, but Jada will be there as a shoulder to cry on. As for Kayla Johnson, she'll learn about Bo's grim condition, too. Days spoilers say Steve Johnson and Marlena Evans will have a hard discussion with Kayla, who'll share that Bo's fading down. Although Bo's situation will feel bleak, it seems a phenomenon medicine is ultimately going to save the day. In the coming occurrences, this day's plot will come about Shawn and Steve doing whatever they can to get their hands on that medicine, indeed if it means resorting to theft. Until also, Days spoilers say Sophia will get a shock when Tate offers to take her to the hop. Since Sophia is pregnant and has been so focused on all the baby fix, she presumably didn't plan on going this time. Tate will want to make up for the last hop disaster since he hurt Sophia with all his Holly Jonas deception. Sophia will be Tate's one and only date this time around, so Sophia should get agitated about the fests. Still, a delicate reversal is brewing for Sophia and Tate since Johnny hasn't inked the relinquishment papers yet. Johnny doesn't feel ready to be a father and isn't sure that he'll ever get there. That's why Johnny will meet with Marlena for what's basically an exigency remedy session. Marlena will have some advice for uncertain Johnny and will suppose he's doing the right thing by pumping the thickets. Of course, that wouldn't make it any easier for Johnny to tell Chanel Dupree Demera about his change of heart, but he'll have to do it anyway. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Johnny's new prognostications about their future will throw Chanel for a circle and leave her devastated soon enough. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.